If everybody say it can't get done, I'm like, yes it can, why not? I said, if these kids can't read, then I'm not gonna promote them. All this, mom, dad, I'm gonna look you in your face and say this kid can't read. We let them down. School, parents, we let them down, but I'm not gonna take them to the next grade knowing that they're not at grade level. It's funny because I'm always like, okay, how are schools successful? Well, schools are successful when they demand greatness. Greatness just doesn't come. We're about to make history. We're about to learn. We're about to grow. We're about to make history. And then, mark my words, it's going to be other school districts, other places around it that's going to be doing this thing. We're going to be the first model. And I'm speaking that into existence, okay?
For booking, please visit shurtschoolturnaroundspecialist.com.
If you can really take the map and drive the instructor inside the classroom and link it to the M step, then everything will move. You see it?
Ladies, third grade teachers, could you tell me, how do you think this professional development was for you today?
Eating. It was productive. It was exciting. But we'll never leave Mr. Hurts advising.
Because the schools that I've worked with, the teachers I've worked with, their scores just go through the roof because what I do is I talk about practical stuff that's practical. Because I'm a former teacher and also I'm a principal, so I'm gonna be telling you guys things that I know will work in your classroom.
For booking, please visit shurtschoolturnaroundspecialist.com.
Hey, listen, we have to take schools to the next level. I am tired of seeing schools fail. I'm tired of seeing teachers quit. I'm tired of principals talking about that they cannot move their school. It is time to take these strategies. It's time to take these schools to the level that I know that we can go. So once again, it's time to get serious about the work that we're doing. That's why I'm passionate about me working with schools all over the world, working with principals, working with teachers, working with districts, looking at data to drive the instructions, looking at classroom management, setting up strategy. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. This is Sean Hurts, School Turnaround Principal, with another Saturday morning podcast, and we're fired up on this one. This one, I'm going to talk about 7 ways to make sure your teachers and staff do not run out of gas at the end of the year. It's about that time. We have a couple more months left, but we got to make sure our teachers and staff gas tank is filled up. So I'm going to talk about the strategy, the ways that we can implement within these next 2 months to make sure that our teachers are finishing off at the end of the year with their gas tank full. So come on in, hit that share button. Let me know where you're coming from. I'm excited. I'm pumped up. All of my social media people, you still got time. Come on in. Come on in. We call ourselves the Fantastic Four. It's myself at 10 o'clock, Create and Educate at 10:30. We have Principal Fele at 11. We have Brother Josh Tarver on Sunday at 5 o'clock. So go ahead and give me 30 seconds. I want to get on my YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. I'm on all of the social media platforms. I want to get everybody to come on in and give me some shout outs. I'm excited. The weather here in Michigan is kind of cloudy, but it's not too bad. It is not too bad for March. It's not too bad for March. So yes. So I'm excited regarding that. I'm just excited in general. I'm glad to be back. Last week I was off. My son had a basketball AAU tournament in Alabama, and they did pretty good. They were 3-1. They went to championship game. They did not win the championship game, but it was all good. And he did a good job. He enjoyed himself. He had a chance to see where he's at. And get some good competition down in Alabama. Those boys in Alabama, they can run and jump. That's all I got to say, run and jump, and they are strong and big. So it was cool. It was cool hanging out in Birmingham. I was in Birmingham, Alabama for a couple of days, got a chance to drive around, got a chance to see some sights.
So that's always good. So that was always a plus for me and the family. So all right, I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna see who's rocking with me. You still got time, y'all. Still got time. Still got time. Hit that share button. Let me know. But I want to see who's rocking with me on this morning. Let's see who's rocking with me on this morning. Let's see who's with me on this morning. So I want to say good morning to you, Dr. Jeter. Thank you so much for sending it out. Thank you so much for sending it out. Good morning. Good morning, Dr. Jeter from Illinois. I appreciate all of your support. I got Constance Sherrod from Pearl, Mississippi. From Pearl, Mississippi. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. I got Dr. Shiki Houston. Good morning to you. All the way from South Carolina. South Carolina, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Thank you for tuning in. I got Rashard Davis from Punta. Rashard Davis, you coming from something nice. Punta. Yep. So good morning to you. It looks like it's nice and warm. I got Annette McMahon coming from Illinois. Good morning to you. I got Miss Johnson, Teresa Johnson, board member at DCP. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. It's always a pleasure. Thank you. I was hanging out with board member Johnson this week. We had a good time, just having a good fellowship, laughing, and just having a good time. Good morning to you. I got September Vance Daniels from Orange, New Jersey. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Go ahead, hit that share button. Hit that share button. Come on in. I got Stacy L. Joy. Good morning from Blazing, Los Angeles. Bring some of that good weather over here in Michigan. I need some of that blazing good weather in Michigan. One day it's 65 degrees, the next day it's 30 degrees here in Michigan. This is up and down. I got Miss Moore in the house from Mississippi. Good morning to you, Miss Moore. Good morning to you. A couple more, and I'm gonna jump in it. I got Brother David Bell from Benton Harbor, Michigan, down the street from Benton Harbor, Michigan. Good morning to you, Brother Bill. Good morning to you. And then I got Lakina Rowland from Jersey, and I got Melissa Jones Chunu. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Happy anniversary to you, Miss Melissa Jones Chunu. Happy anniversary to you and your husband. I saw the picture up there. Happy anniversary. 20 years? Am I correct? 20 years? Yep. So happy anniversary. And I got Dr. Wallace in the house from Myrtle Beach. Good morning to you. All right. All right, so I'm excited. I'm ready. Let's go and get started. You still got time. Hit that share button. Hit that share button. But this morning, we're talking about 7 ways to make sure your team does not run out of gas. Why is that important? Because it's starting to get hot. Testing is coming up. The kids are getting restless. They saying, hey, we got 2 more months. So why should we listen? And consequently, by them having that type of mindset, it's affecting the teachers. So we don't want the teachers to throw in the towel. We don't want the teachers to end up quitting. And we don't want the teachers to say, no, I'm not coming back next year. We want them to finish off strong. So I'm going to give you 7 strategies, 7 things as a principal, as a school board member, as a superintendent, as a whatever you are, as a coach that can help your teachers and staff to not to run out of gas. How does that sound? How does that sound? How does that sound? That sound good? That sounds good. All right. So I always start off with this is that what is keeping you up at night as an educator? I always start off with that. Let me get my water. What is keeping you up at night as an educator? Please put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. What is keeping you up at night as an educator? And I always like to start it off for me. What's keeping me up at night as an educator is that we have the state test in a couple more weeks. Are we getting prepared? Are we doing the things that we need to do to make sure that we're prepared for the state test? Because at the end of the day, you might like it or don't like it, but your school and district will be judged by what the kids do on the state test. Your high school, the SAT, ACT, you got in Michigan, the M-STEP, you got the test in South Carolina, you got the state test in North Carolina, the state test in Jersey. I got people from Mississippi, I got people from Cali. Wherever you're at, are you preparing the kids to do the best job that they can? A couple weeks ago, I did a 30 minutes podcast on how to prepare for the state test. Look at it, take the notes. You have to do that. So that's what's keeping me up at night. Go ahead, put it in the chat, y'all. What's keeping you up at night? What's keeping you up at night? I got Miss Robinson, Dr. Robinson, preparation for the state testing. Yes, that's big. That is big. I got Miss Anetta, reading and math proficiency in the state of our world. Yes, I agree with you with that. The state of our world, we still got to keep on being positive because we don't want to let nothing dim our light. Yes, we got Constance Sherrod. What is keeping me up at night? Are we doing enough to move the needle to improve our letter grade? That's why I'm doing the work that I'm doing. SAT. A couple of months ago, I talked about it. I did my research. If you're a high school principal for math, there are certain things on the SAT for math that your kids will be tested on. I talked about it. I said there is about 65% of the SAT. Every junior will be taking the SAT, I believe, April the 8th. April the 8th, that's when it opens up for the SAT. That's 11th graders. In math, the most you can get is a 800 on the SAT for math. I know that you can get a 550 or 600 on the SAT if you listen to me and just follow the steps for math. I wrote it out to everybody a couple of months ago. So why aren't we using the resources that's being provided for you as an administrator to support your kids becoming proficient, scoring high on the SAT, ACT, and things of that nature? So I totally agree with you. Next, what's happening in education? I want to give a big shout out. I was in Youngstown, Ohio a couple of days ago, spent a couple of hours with Principal Jared and at his school, and I just enjoyed myself. It was good. But the biggest thing I enjoyed myself was that they're out of Ohio, so they took the mock OSATs and his PI scores. Everybody in Ohio, I wish I had 1,000 people from Ohio. His mock PI scores is a jump from a 65% to an 80%. Why is that important? At the beginning of the year, we set our goals to be at 80%. So they're taking a real thing in a couple more weeks. He's ready. His kids are ready. So big shout out to you guys. Big shout out to Principal Jared and the Youngstown Prep team. Also, I want to talk about this week. I was doing some school board training. That's what I've been doing. I've been doing that for the last 3 years. I haven't talked about it or promoted, but that's what I do. I sit with school boards and I train them. And why is that important? Because school boards are very vital to how the district runs. They pass budgets. They do all those things. But what is missing in my eyes is that being able to give school boards the proper training in order to support the school district superintendent, things of that nature. So that's what I've been doing, and I love the work that I'm doing. And then what I'm seeing is that the schools that I'm working with the school boards with and training them, ongoing training, I'm seeing a direct impact in a positive way on how their schools and districts are moving. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm happy regarding that. Also, a couple of things is that if you have not picked up my books, make sure you order my books. You can order from my website. One is for parents, school district in Ohio. Order 20 copies for each of their schools in Ohio. They're going to do a book study with the PTO, so you can do that. And then also I got the book for inner city schools. So make sure you pick up the book. Easy read. Pick them up. And two more things. Make sure we keep up my sister, Dr. Tammy Teller, part of the Fantastic Four, still up in prayer. Keep their family and friends up in prayer. We have not forgetting about you, Dr. Teller, in the loss of your family member, which I'm praying for you. So let's keep lifting up Dr. Tammy Teller, part of the Fantastic Four, up in prayer. And the last thing is that principals. Good morning to you, Principal Ketchen. Good morning to you, my good brother. Good morning to everybody. Make sure that it's budget season. So principals and admins, make sure that you are spending time with the finance people, spending time with your title people in regards to looking at your budget. Don't just sign off on it. Pretty please with sugar on top, look at your budget. Be in those meetings. Put things in your budget, in your Title I budget, that's going to have a direct impact on student achievement. If it did not work last year, it's not going to work this year. So please make sure you spend time with working on your budget. All right? We all good? We're all good? All right, so let's go and get started. Let me take this off right here. Take those captions off. All right. So today we're going to discuss the ways that we can improve teachers and staff so they do not run out of gas. We cannot have our teachers run out of gas. We've prepared for the state test for the last several months. We don't want to have our staff and teachers disgruntled, tired, mad, and then the biggest thing that we prepare for, they just don't care because the kids are misbehaving, the parents are getting on their nerves and things of that nature. So I'm gonna talk about the things that I did. I'm not making this up. I didn't read it from a book. I didn't go to the seminars and nothing like that. These are the things that I did. You know, I've been doing this since 1999. Teacher, assistant principal, coach, you name it. That's what I've been doing. And these are the things that I've watched and observed that I use to make sure my teachers did not run out of gas. I knew for a fact come April and May, that's when it gets hot, kids are getting fidgety, and my teachers' patience was very thin. So I had to come up with ways and strategies so they do not run out of gas. So let's go ahead and get started. Number one, everybody got me. Number one, protect their planning time. Number one, protect their planning time. If you want the teachers to quit, walk out, start taking days off because they tired, is when you as a principal, admin, superintendent, do not protect the teachers' planning time. Make sure you give teachers uninterrupted time to plan, grade, and prepare. When planning time is respected, stress drops and creativity rises. I'm going to say this again. When planning time is respected, stress drops. That means my stress drops and my creativity rises. One thing that I will always do when I was a principal is that I respected the teacher's planning time. If teacher Clark had planning time from 10 to 10:50, I waited. To talk to her after school email, but I'm going to respect the teacher's planning time. As I'm doing my work, the good schools that are moving to Encinitas, they are respecting the planning time. Does that they respect teachers' planning? Give me some feedback. Let me know if this is making sense. They're respecting the teachers' planning time. That's number one. Protect their planning time. Protect their planning time. Protect their planning time. Hold on for 1 second. It looks like I lost connection. I want to make sure. Is my connection good? Did I lose connection with anybody? Hold on. I want to make sure my connection is good. Hold on. I want to make sure my connection is good. We're good. Could you put in the chat to make sure my connection is good, everybody? Can someone put in the chat to make sure my connection is good? All right. Let me put in the chat, make sure my connection got solid. You're good. Okay, cool. Okay. All right. So how many of us are protecting the teacher's planning time? And really, we should have started that in the beginning of the year, but it is very crucial to have that. Does that make sense? Number two, celebrate the big and small wins. Celebrate the big and small wins. When you recognize the teachers, it fuels motivation. Highlight great lessons, student growth, and innovative ideas regularly. Celebrate big and small wins. Like I said, I was at Youngstown Prep last week, and they had the mock state test. The kids score, the average score was an ADPI. Consequently, follow me very closely, they celebrated. It motivated the teachers. It said, okay, teachers working hard, The work that we're doing, staff and teachers, is paying off based on the test. So the principal celebrated, did something big for the kids. He went and rented out a game truck for the day for the kids. They're motivated. So now in another 3 weeks, when they take the real thing, they're going to be focused. They're going to be ready to go. Celebrate, number 2, the big and small wins. We don't want the teachers to quit. We don't want the teachers to drop out. This is how we put gas in the gas tank for the teachers. Is that making sense? A lot of times we just want to celebrate the big wins. No, celebrate the big and small wins at all times. It fuels motivation. It will allow your teachers to work extra hard when they see that what they are doing is working. What they see, what they're doing is working. A lot of times, teachers throw in the towel or quit is because they don't see any light at the end of the tunnel. They don't see what they're doing for 12 and 15 weeks. Is it working or not? So they're scratching their head like, man, is it working? Is it not working? But as the building principal, you celebrate, like, oh, I love those lesson plans. I saw the student growth went from a 65 to an 80. Keep up the good work. Then consequently, they're going to be more innovative in the classroom. This is not rocket science. You do these things that I'm explaining you to do, your staff will go to a whole nother level. You as a principal, you cannot teach 1,000 kids in an auditorium or in the gym room. You need your 45, 50 teachers to be on one accord with you. How do I get them on one accord? Celebrate big and small wins. Well, where do I celebrate those at? During your staff meetings. Leaving little sticky notes on the desk of the teachers. That little email, I really like how your science lesson went. Keep up the good work. I noticed that you had 85% of your kids proficient on the last assessment we took last week in math. Those small things will motivate the teachers, and the teachers will go to the next level. Man, I'm telling you, you want to go to the next level. You want to go to a higher level. That's what you have to do. I'm not telling you this. I'm explaining to you because this is what I know I did in order to move the needle. I know all of the schools that's really taking schools to students to a whole nother level. These are the things that they are doing. Go ahead and hit that share button. Give me some feedback. Let me know if this is sounding good. I'm on number 1, protect the planet time. Number 2, create wins big and small. Oh my God. People are commenting left and right. They coming in with these comments. Number 3, provide meaningful professional development. Oh, I'm saying something with that. Provide meaningful professional development for your staff. Offer professional development that is practical, relevant, and that they can use it immediately in the classroom. Teachers feel energized when they learn something that makes their work easier and more effective. I'm going to say that again because some of us is not right. Write it down. Listen to what I'm saying. Write it. Look, the notes and pen right here. Teachers feel energized. How do I energize the teachers? Tell me. Teachers feel energized when they learn something that makes their work easier and more effective. I didn't know that, Art. Yes. Remember when you was a teacher and you attended a PD that didn't mean nothing? You got frustrated, you got mad, and that added to your stress level. And the first thing you said is, I wasted 5 hours of my time. I could have been in my classroom checking papers, decorating my classroom or whatever. But the flip side to that is that remember when you went to the professional developments and you learned something new and you was able to say, no, I'm going to take what I learned on Monday and it's going to make it easier. So like when I do my training, anybody on here that have booked me to come to the school to do the training on classroom management or data analysis, state assessment, whatever I do, I make it easier for the teachers. It's friendly. They can take it with them on the next day to make what they're doing easier and more effective. Provide meaningful professional development. That's why I said earlier, principles. I'm going to connect it for you. Let me connect it. Please let me connect it. That's why you have to understand your budget. That's why you have to understand Title I, Title II, 31A, 31AA, and things of that nature. You have to understand it because you want to be able to say, hey, I would like to bring in Sean Hurt or Creighton Educator or Principal Fele, Josh Tarver, or whomever it is to come to my school and district to help support in this area. And you set aside the money in your budget now for the upcoming school year. But if you keep doing what you've been doing, then you're going to have the same people or the same consultants coming into your district, into your school, and your teachers are like, this doesn't make any sense whatsoever that we're doing. I told you I could not sleep last night. This is where we have to do. We have to do this. That's number 3. Someone says, correct, I was that teacher. Yes. I got Constance Sarai said, thanks for the idea on how to celebrate the small and big wins. Why aren't we doing that? Why? But I know moving forward, we're going to start doing it. You know, like they say, when you know better, you should do better. Don't just listen to me and say, oh, Hurt, you had a good podcast. No, I want you to take these principles. These are practical principles. It doesn't cost a penny to do this as a building administrator and use it for your staff. And they will be so happy. Number 4, reduce unnecessary tasks. Reduce unnecessary tasks. Streamline paperwork, meetings, and repetitive tasks. Every minute saved is energy gain. Oh, yes, I said it. Every minute saved is energy gain. Reduce unnecessary tasks. Why are you making your staff and teachers, your secretaries, custodians, your special education department, your K through 8th grade teacher, the high school social study teacher, doing these unnecessary tasks? They're spending 45 or 50 minutes to do a task that doesn't add value to the classroom. It doesn't add value to student learning. Reduce, eliminate, stop all of the unnecessary tasks. I remember one time I was in a staff meeting and I said, teachers, this is what we're going to do for the next 2 months. We're not going to do this right here, and we're not going to do this. And what I did, I said, we're going to reduce our staff meetings. Instead of having it every week, we're going to have every other week. If you haven't gotten it in 8 months, by God, you're never going to get it. So we're going to reduce that. Also, the paperwork that's due on Thursday, I don't need that. My teachers were so happy. Now they got back 2 hours of their time out the week to be able to be productive. I reduced unnecessary tasks that was taking place at the school. It made perfect sense, and my teachers was so happy. Put it in the chat. Are you going to reduce unnecessary tasks at your school? Are you going to do that? What are 1 or 2 things that you're doing at your school that doesn't make sense that you have control over to say, I'm going to reduce that? Stay with me. I got a couple more minutes. Couple more minutes. Woo. Yes. Let me see where we are. A couple more minutes. I want to make sure. All right. Encourage collaboration and peer support. Encourage collaboration and peer support. Encourage it. Quit having the teachers work on an island by themselves. Teachers thrive when they can share ideas, co-plan, and problem solve together. A strong team culture prevents burnout. put it in the chat, a strong team culture prevents burnout. If I'm working with 2 or 3 other colleagues, if I'm not feeling it that day, my 2 or 3 other colleagues can lift me up. They can encourage me to keep on moving forward. Encourage collaboration with the teachers. A strong team culture prevents burnout. The reason why Mr. and Mrs. Potato Plant or Mrs. Smith wants to throw in the towel because they're by themselves. They feel they're on an island by themselves. But if I have 2 or 3 other people encouraging me, helping me out, co-planning, sharing ideas, collaborating, then I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to throw in the towel. Moving forward, starting on Monday, encourage your teachers to collaborate. At the staff meeting, say, know what? For the next 8 weeks, 9 weeks, we're going to collaborate. And I'm going to even drop another dime. Collaborating on a state assessment. You got your state assessment in 4 weeks. Collaborating with the 8th grade math department, the 6th grade ELA department. Talking about what the kids need, those power standards, things of that nature. Collaborate, collaborate, collaborate. Yes, Dr. Robinson, a strong team culture prevents burnout. It's so simple, but it can go a long way with your staff. Why aren't we doing that? Have your staff collaborate. Next one, support their well-being. Number 6, support their well-being. Promote wellness initiatives, mental health days, mindful breaks, or just simple gestures like I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to drop off a bag of chips to all of my teachers. Friday is 85 degrees outside. Let me go and get ice cream for the staff, whatever it is. But you want to support their well-being. If you know that teacher needs a break, principal, go down there and teach that class. Give them a 15-minute, 20-minute break. Do whatever you can. That goes a long way with supporting your staff. Support their well-being. Call them, give them a text message, ask how their kids are doing, how their dog is, whatever it is, but you have to support that well-being. Is that making sense? Does that make sense? So I'm going to stop right there. It is 10:29. Oh, the last one I'm put out there. Keep communication clear and consistent. Keep communication clear and consistent. Over-communicate what you're trying to do. You never want to over-communicate. Put it in a newsletter, put it in a PD slide, a 1-page, whatever. But just communicate it, okay? Does that make sense? All right, so I'm going to stop right there. So that's my 7 ways to make sure your teachers and staff do not run out of gas. What I would love for everybody to do, please go over to support my team, Create and Educate. Go to their podcast. I know it's going to be wonderful. And then we got Principal Fele at 11 and Josh Tarver on Sunday at 5 o'clock. So thank you very much. If you like for me to come down and support your school, inbox me. You know how to find me. Inbox me and share this out to your staff. Share it out because we don't want no one to run out of gas. So thank you. May God bless you. Keep up the good work. I am rooting for you. Let's knock out those state tests. I want to see blue ribbon schools from all of the educators that's on my podcast. I want your school to be a blue ribbon school. I want your scores to be the best scores in your district and in your state. Let's knock it out. May God bless you. Have a blessed week. I'll see you next Saturday.